Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we all? I'm going to just start with a nice little bit of a chime to set the tone, and I hope everyone can hear me. I need to give Facebook a little bit of time to let everybody know I am here, alive and happening. Hello, Jocelyn. How are you, darling? So, looks like things are happening. And somebody came on and said, "Hi, Kay. Thanks, Jocelyn, for letting me know you can hear me. Hello, Christine. How are you, darling?" And someone said, "Hi, hi, Kay, Facebook user." So I'm not quite sure who that was. Sometimes I don't know. I can't see people's names. So, welcome to tonight's show where I'm going to talk to you about stepping into your courage. I'd love to know in the comments, what does stepping into your courage mean for you? Now, for me tonight, I'm stepping into my courage because I've got a great big band-aid on my head because I'm treating something on my head. And I'm thinking, well, I can still, won't I? And I'm thinking, well, no, this is crazy. Just be me. So let me know if you have issues with courage. And tonight I thought I would talk about what things in your life do you have the courage to say no to what's not working in your life. So I want you to think of maybe something that's not working for you that you would like to finish in your life, and do you have the courage to say yes to what is meaningful to you, and no to what you don't actually want in your life. So trust your gut and step in. Absolutely fantastic. So hello, Veronica Brown Sugar Miller. I love that name. I say no to people. I have the courage now. Good on you, Jocelyn, because it took me many years to step into my courage and do lots of things in life. And one of them was, yes, saying no. And I always talk to the story of, my children taught me how to say no, because children are so good at saying no. They just say no, and there's no without the heavy duty anything. So I remember when my kids were little and you say, "Oh, could you do this, please?" "Oh, no." And it was quite often the way they kids are just, they're magic because they're basic, they're simple, and they say it like it is. However, they didn't always get away with their nose, but yes, a while ago I had the courage to say goodbye to someone, and now my life has turned completely around, and I've even met a nice guy. Good for you. Now, and that's another thing, I have a friend always says to my daughters, or used to before they had partners, or anyone who's on the lookout for someone, he would say, just make sure that you don't get stuck with somebody you really like. Go for the top of the range, because if you're involved with someone and somebody that you really like comes along, you could well be stuck in a situation where you've got to get rid of the other one, and you've got something else on board. So we really do need to know how to take notice of those messages from within, as you spoke about your trusting in your gut, Jocelyn. Once I said goodbye, I became very happy with myself, and then he just turned up. Perfect. So that's the prime example of what I'm talking about, in the sense of, if you have got what you don't want happening in your life, then there's no room for what you do want in your life. Hello, Miss Sarah. And I'm never going to say your whole surname. It's a mouthful. So, Sarah, we're talking about saying no. We're talking about the courage to say no to what you don't want in your life. So tonight I'm going to talk about courage, and I'm going to talk about essential oils. I love Young Living essential oils because I absolutely adore their transformative effects that they have. And if you are looking for courage to say no, these oils certainly will help you to step into your full potential, so that you can say no without the guilt and without the, oh dear, how can I say no to someone? Or I know so many people, it's something that we all get caught in. Oh, somebody asks you out somewhere and yet you don't want to go, or they're not really who you want to hang out with. And often we think, oh, we feel so sorry for you, we will just say yes just to keep the peace. But then, as we come to understand, then there's further implications up the track, because you've said yes to something that you really wanted to say no to. And sometimes that means you're in boots and all sort of thing, and backpedaling is not always so easy. I'm saying no tonight. How's this episode tonight? I'm dropping a friend I've had for 8 years. It's conflicting, but I have to. Well, there you go. Maybe that's why I'm talking about this. Before I hop on a show, I always kind of think, now what's the message for our audience tonight? So thanks for sharing that, Sarah. And I will be pulling some cards and talking about oils, of course. This morning, so if you would like a message, let me know. Tiff's out of action tonight. I'm not quite sure what's happened, so you'll have to bear with me doing my best to keep up with everybody. So I will write some names down if any of you are interested in having a little bit of a message through the oils and the cards tonight. So it's Hebel's Weight. Yay, Hebel's Weight. I'll do my best to remember that. Christine Bosworth. So, in a new romance, or I love it. Courage can open so many doors. And I know this morning I did my thanks, Sarah. This morning I did my uplifting conversations with Bridget, who is our astrologer in our oil community. And she was talking about the energies for the month in May. And it is all around, a lot of it is around release. We've got some interesting dynamics happening in May. And release was the hot topic for what did she say? So there's an eclipse on Saturday. So that's around accepting where you're at and letting go of things. So bringing release in. I did have my release sitting here earlier. Here it is, right here. Release is a great oil for us to use when we need to release. I'm feeling like pent up emotions, pent up frustrations, and negativity, grief, anything like that, like trauma, anything that's giving you trauma, or something that's stressing you in life, you need to release. Oh, Sarah, I'm releasing all right. All the bullshit in my life and the bullshit people. I love it. So let me know in the comments who else would like to be releasing some things. Now, release oil is great for your liver. I'm not going to do it now, but you rub it on your liver, and that will help your cells to expel and release whatever it is, all those pent up emotions. Anger, release. I release your anger. Good on you, Sarah. Have you got release? This is a great process. And if you haven't, doesn't matter, because I'm smelling it and putting it out there to anyone here. Think about what you might have to release in your life. Because when we hold on to anger, when we hold on to frustration, that's when things start, getting a little bit wobbly. It takes a lot of energy to carry those, really, those strong emotions that can lead us into, directions that are, to me, they're not open-ended. They're like a closed-ended. Raw. No, I don't have any release. Not yet. Fantastic. But you've got valor, I would imagine. So grab your valor and just sit quietly and allow yourself just to become, one with yourself again. But it is okay to release your emotions. So what if I get frustrated, angry, or have things pent up that I need to release, I will go and find something creative like gardening. I love gardening, and I'll get my secateurs out and start chopping. Start chopping things in the garden that need clearing up and cleaning out, and that helps me to release myself. And just even being in amongst nature is such a really great thing to do. Hey Nettie, do you want to jump on? Let me know. I'll put I think I've got the copy and paste link. I could have reached out to you. If anyone does want to hop in with that link, just click on that link and you can come in and have a conversation with me. I love it when we have this spontaneous possibility, but not many people take me up on it. But you never know. One day someone just might. I think last week Nettie was just out of the shower. So we do have this eclipse energy hanging around, and lots and lots of different things. So if you are interested in learning a little bit more about what's going on for the month of May, have a look at today's conversation with the lovely Bridget. So Nettie, we're talking about releasing and saying no to what's not serving you. And for those of us who are very compassionate and empathetic towards other people, we can tend to, tolerate so much more than we really need to be tolerating. And that can also lead to things like we become enablers of somebody else's bad practice, or we can become an enabler to somebody who is, not resonating in the way you are. And then you're actually sometimes, no is a complete sentence, Nettie. Sometimes what the no means, you're freeing yourself up, but in actual fact, you're often giving other people a wake-up call. And I can remember years ago when I was going through a really tough time, I had somebody in my life who was creating total havoc. And I remember, I can't remember what the decision was about, but I can remember feeling really bad about some boundary that I was putting up. But somebody said to me, no, you're not the one who's being bad. You're stopping this person from being abusive towards you. You're stopping that behavior. So if we are tolerating things that we don't really want in our life, we don't open the door, we keep the door closed for that energy or for that room for new things to come into your life. And we can keep ourselves really, really restricted. And who wants that? So let me know who else is releasing something, and let me know who would like a message tonight. I am on doing the one-man band solo thing, so I will do my very best. I might even actually get my colour cards out. Let's do that. Let's set the tone tonight. I haven't used these for absolutely ages. So let's see if we've got a colour that we can tune into to bring some of this conversation, a bit more meaningfulness into this conversation. And let's get a message for us all. And it's Pearl. So Pearl is about connecting to the divine. I love that because I put my pearl earrings on tonight, and it's about connecting to the divine. Now, when we are connected to our inner divine being of who we are, we get those messages, those downloads. Releasing grief, and would love a reading, please. Is that you, Zita, with those lovely love hearts? Connecting to the divine, and the divine part within ourselves, not thinking, to me, the divine isn't something that's kind of up there and it's, it's God or creator. That's part of it, but we are part of that in essence. So it is something that we really need to ignite from within. Yes, I'm feeling I'm heading from my ex. I still care, but we don't really talk now. Not sure if he thinks of me sometimes. Well, yes, it is, Zita. Thanks, Sarah. Zita, someone else has got some yellow love hearts as well. Jude, gorgeous. So Zita has this thing when I know it's her if she's posting love hearts. So I probably think If he thinks of you sometimes, look, if you've got an ex, you'll always think of an ex sometimes, and it might be positive or it might be negative. I actually was scrolling in Facebook last night and found a post where one of my, he was sort of a dear friend, let's say. It wasn't a fully ex, but we had a bit of time together, and he passed, and he's not been in my life for, gosh, gee, 25 years or something. But I often did think of him, and I knew he wasn't well. So even though I didn't want to be in relationship as such with him, I still had a place in my heart that I held for him and still cared for him. And he passed, and it was interesting because I did feel quite a lot of sadness and tuned into the time we had together. He was actually around in my life when I needed a really healthy masculine energy around me. So anyway, enough about moi. Who would like, somebody did say they would like did someone say they would like a card? I'm not sure. Would love a reading. Zita. Okay, let's see what we've got for you, Zita. The lovely Zita. So we're talking about courage, Zita, the courage to release what's no longer serving us. So some of you throughout tonight could, be tuning into that and just sit with this conversation and see if you get some messages. So Natasha, Christine Bosworth, actually, I've got you. I'll do Christine. I'll do Zita first. Better get myself organised because I get carried away. And Natasha and Christine, I've got you there. Okay. So we've got for you nutmeg. Did you have nutmeg the other day? Revitalized or conquered. I am revitalized by my inner flame. So nutmeg's the get up and go. You can run it on over your adrenals, Zita. I'm just trying to think if it might be in a blend that you have. I'm not quite sure. But get out your little reference book and you'll get a deeper meaning there. And the next one is transformation, converting negative emotions to positive, gets you ready to move forward, and more positivity. And of course, Zita, or if you don't have transformation, you can grab your frankincense, and enjoy that. So that is a beautiful message for you. And remember your connection to your inner divine. And often that means to give yourself some time. Like today, I just really allowed myself to have the freedom to just be. I didn't have any big expectations of myself. I was gentle on myself and just allowed myself to go with the flow of life. I just didn't have any energy. Not that I didn't have no energy. I just felt like just being calm and quiet and sitting in the sun and this morning and enjoying that beautiful warmth of the sun and just being in amongst nature and just potted around. And I did a few things on my bucket list. There's always a bucket list. So yes, your inner divine. So energetically aligning with your inner divine is what we want to be doing. So, Christine Bosworth, what have we got for you? I have to go, beautiful kitties want their mama. See you, darling. Bye, super mum. Thanks for dropping in, Sarah. Nettie, you're going to drop in? What are you up to, Nettie? Have you got your curlers in and your slippers on? Let's see what we have for you, Christine. I'll just put your name up to try and keep myself on track. So, all right, so I'll put Zita's up there. Christine, sorry, I'm jumping around here. And I might even pick a colour card as well. I might go into a 3-card mode. So geranium, attuned or discontented. I am attuned to the rhythm of my life, which is tuning into the divine. And I just got this message, feet on the ground. Not tonight. Knee deep in exam study. Oh, you get your priorities right then. Get off Facebook. Do some study there, Lassie. When's your exam, Neddy? Radio, Christine. What colour do we have for you? And it's peach. Inhale a breath of life. So are you disconnected? It's time for you to tune into, and I love these cards, beautiful colours. So tune into a fresh breath. And it's like, it's like that peach, that juicy peach. Inhale a breath of life. So with your breathing, you could inhale and you could say, I am attuned to the rhythm of life, or my breath is attuned to the rhythm of life. So are you out of step with things? Are you chasing your tail or something going on, Christine? And good morning, Carol Baker. Haha, I always have you on in the background. Next exam is Monday. Awesome. By the way, is there anyone here from the Gold Coast? I'm coming to the Gold Coast. And we've got Yay made it again. Who's that, darling? Because I don't know your name. Christine, I'm coming to the Gold Coast. I'd love to meet some of you in the flesh. Who lives on the Gold Coast? I will be there on the night of Wednesday, the 17th of May. I'm pretty excited about that. And for you, Valor, Christine, it's time for you to bring some balance back in. I choose to tap into my endless well of strength. So Valor is really balancing. And if you feel like, you just need a bit of tweaking to get back into balance and to feel calm and to feel strong, Valor is a great oil. It's my favorite oil for courage. Actually, probably two of my favorite oils for courage, and one is orange and the other one is Valor. Those two oils, the orange will help you in, and for you, you had this peachy kind of color, so it's all around your solar plexus and your sacral chakra, and you feeling in balance with that and feeling attuned to your rhythm. Also in here is your geranium. So if you've got any emotional highs and lows going on, the geranium will help to even that out and balance that out for you. So who said, yay, I made it again? I'd love to know who that is. Natasha Quihi, let's see what we have for you, darling. And anyone else that might be interested, reach out. My pleasure, Christine. And obviously, you all know if you want to grab some of these oils, I'm up for helping you to work out which oils are going to work for you. And I would love to give you a complimentary, a bit of my time, so we can work out which oils are going to be best suited to you and your needs. So we now have Natasha. Where are you, darling? And where do you hail from, Carol Baker? Natasha QA? Is that how I say it? I hope that resonated for you, Christine. So we have lemon myrtle. Now, we were having a conversation about lemon myrtle the other day in one of our oil groups. What was it? It was quite... I can't remember what was it now that they were talking about, but it's a great one for cooking. It has a beautiful flavor, like that strong lemon flavor. And the meaning here is resourceful or doubtful. So I want you to think about those things in relationship to yourself. And lemon myrtle, Natasha, is around being a leader. I am a leader and I embrace the work of leadership. So have a reflection on what that means to you. And I'm just getting a sense that maybe you're the kind of person that withdraws, goes inner. If things get tough, if there's a decision to be made, I wonder if that sounds like you. Oh, you're from Scotland. Awesome. So, Natasha, is there any feedback on that? I hope you're still here, actually. And let's see what colour we've got going for you, Natasha. It's black, find richness in the dark. Find richness from the dark night. So this reminds me a little bit of that saying, the gift is in the, what is it, the pearl that's in the oyster. So when you go through those, so possibly this doubtfulness that they're talking about in the lemon myrtle, when you're going through doubt and I'm getting confusion, reluctance, when you're feeling energyless and don't want to shine your light, this is a time for you to really, grab your lemon myrtle, put your lemon myrtle on and start bringing your power back in to your energy field so that you can move through with that strength. Look at that, that tree that is well grounded and standing tall with its beautiful branches there, so that you can still be in that darkness of the night, but that beautiful light, when you shine that light on you, it will bring your strength out and bring out your ability to feel okay about things. Natasha, are you still here, darling? I'm just going to assume that you are, and I will pull the blend out. Let's see what will happen for you. And Carol, yes, you are next, all the way from Scotland. How's the weather there? Are things warming up in Scotland? And we have believe. So time for you to believe in yourself, Natasha. That is your third one. So I feel like maybe you've been hiding in the dark and it might be bringing you down. Let me know if that sounds like it resonates with you. I'm not quite sure if you are here. So Carol Baker, let's see what is happening for you. And if anyone else would like a little bit of a message, let me know. How many of you do an essential oil routine or use them in your daily life? Have you found them helpful? What's your favorite oil? Tell me all about your oil journey. So for you, Carol, we've got peppermint. Purposeful or unfocused? Where do you sit with that? I'm loving what I do and doing what I love. Is that true? Or do you need some peppermint oil to help you get back into that focus? And do you get distracted? I get these words that just pop in. Distracted and undetermined. Those two words. Peppermint oil will help waken all your senses, bring you alive. It'll get your mind active and awake. It's a great oil for when you're traveling in the car, if you don't want to fall asleep, to keep you going. It's a good oil netty for studying, keeping the mind open and clear. They've done research on peppermint oil and people studying, and if you smell your peppermint oil while you're studying, when you're in the exam room, you can take a drop of peppermint oil and put it on, and it helps with your memory. 40% higher success rate in some of that. So peppermint for you, Carol. And I've got a yes, please. Facebook user, yes, please, with a little lovely little prayer hands. What's your name, darling? Because I'm not quite sure. I can't see who you are. To name you up. Okay, so Carol, also pink, let love in. What's happening, Carol? Is it time? And this is divine love. This is not necessarily romantic love, but it is time for you to get strong in your core about loving yourself. How does that sound, Natasha? Does that sound like you? And look at this beautiful pink. It's like it's a hot crimson color. It's actually, when I was a teenager, that's the color curtains I had. And I remember dyeing my old bedspread in this bright, hot pink color. And now I go, oh my God, what was I thinking? But it was it made me feel it's what I needed at the time. And yeah, it's time to let some love in. Does that speak to you, Natasha? I'm confused now. Have I done? I'm talking to Carol. Am I? And now I'm really confused. Who am I? I'm up to Carol. So peppermint for you, Carol, I think. And let love in. So waking up to waking up to your purpose. And really, I think for you, this love, when we see this beautiful cerise color, it's divine love. It's that love for yourself. I wonder whether you do embody that and value how wonderful you are and value your inner sense of being lovable. So an affirmation for you is, I am loving, I am lovable, I am loved. And I've got a new high K. So who was the yes please with the hands and the high K with I think it's a love heart. Let me know if you need a message. So Carol and Laurie, I've got your name down, darling. You're next. And vision. I allow myself to see what I need to see and renew my focus. So Carol, yeah, when I look at this spread, it's your first oil was your peppermint. You're unfocused and you need to become more purposeful in what you're doing and bringing the love in and having a vision of your possibility. Do you have those things going on for you? And vision is, so when I'm pulling these cards out, they are our oil blends. So here is Envision. Now this blend is great for bringing in the vision. It's a good one for wearing when you're working with your vision. So if you do a vision board, or if you want to attract into your life what it is you want, with that we talked earlier about releasing. So releasing what's not that, releasing what's in our life that is not purposeful for us, not supportive for us. And it's a great time for that over the next few weeks with astrologically. So we've all been tuning in to what we want to release and opening the door for what we do want. So Envision is a great oil for creating that vision. So I would be sitting down with a blank piece of paper and I would be writing down all the things that you want to bring into your life, Carol. And I've just even had this little message to tell you, if this resonates with you, next to each thing you want in your life, put a number out of 0 to 10 and see which one is going to be the most important, and work a bit of a list, work a bit of a system. What do I want to manifest first? What do I want to bring in to my life first? Because we really do need to name up what we want in our life, and we need to, give it purpose, give it meaning, and allow ourselves to say yes to ourselves and allow ourselves to experience the rich, beautiful things that life has to offer. And remember that our message here is in the divine, in the pearl, and tuning in to that divine within ourselves. I'm going to put that there because to remind us that we are divine beings. We are beautiful, magnificent divine beings. Give me a hell yeah or heads up if you feel and resonate with that statement. Laurie, where do you hail from? Laurie wants a card. Tell me where you come from, Laurie. So let's tune into Laurie and see what we have in a way of some meaningful message for you. And it's Ginger. Are you feeling sustained or depleted? I am sustained in every moment. So have you lost your mojo? Does that sound like you, Laurie? Have you lost your mojo? Boston. Yay. Awesome. I've been to Boston once for a few hours. We got stuck there on a flight. So we left the airport. We were there for a whole day, I think. Left the airport and went for a drive around. And we've got a yes from you, Laurie. Did I put your name up here? Oh, okay. Thank you, Carol. Laurie, you do relate to that. Okay, now let's see. Thanks for the feedback. It is really nice to have some feedback, because then I'm not sitting here talking just to me. I love to make to create a conversation around this, and not just me being the one to tell you what to do. Improve your vision. So what's happening, Laurie, with your intuition or your messages from source or your spiritual path? Because it's time for you to improve your vision. So in the indigo, it's your third eye. It's like, look what's happened to mine up here almost. Anyway, for those who don't know, I'm treating something under here, and I've got to keep a Band-Aid on it. So, and I'm fine. I'm all good. So improve your vision. So what are you doing spiritually to sustain yourself and to look after yourself and to keep your mind free of interruption, to keep your mind focused and on track, Laurie? Does this sound applicable to you? And a blend, an oil blend that you can also use. Oh, so we've got forgiveness here. So this presents when people are being either hard on themselves, or when there's a situation that you are still caught up in that you haven't released and moved on. So I choose to forgive, and it might be I choose to forgive myself, or I choose to forgive Fred Bloggs or whoever it is, and allow myself to learn from all life experiences. So that's the message for you. So time for your vision and looking after yourself. So ginger oil will also help. It helps with digestion and anything that that if we've got thoughts, or if we've got unprocessed emotions and things like that, the ginger oil will help bring some, to me, understanding. It will help with the digestion. It will help tease things out, and it gives you that beautiful warmth and nurturing to also help you put your pet back in your step. Choose to forgive. Okay, good on you, Laurie. Now, forgiveness is one of our beautiful oils in the Feelings Kit collection. Now, the Feelings Kit collection, if your emotions are taking over your life and you feel like, they've run away from you and you've lost control and you kind of can't get a grip on things, or you have the same repeated things over and over and over again, this collection is fabulous because it's empowering and it has release in it. I've got a little release somewhere. It has release in it and a few others: present time, inner child, harmony, just gorgeous oils, and forgiveness you place on your heart. So I just get a little bit here. And Laurie, as I'm doing this, you could work on whoever it is you're forgiving, or whoever you want to work on. So put this on your heart and just breathe in and let go. And something that's been something that I've been led to be doing just lately is when we bring this tension up, when we bring it up in our breath and release it, to shake it out and to help that energy to detach from your spirit body and your physical body and your emotional body, so that you're actually shaking it off and send it off with love. That is a beautiful thing to do. And of course, grabbing some oils is going to definitely help you with your process. The Feelings collection is a beautiful collection to have, and it comes with a bit of a protocol where you can use them in a certain way on different places in your body. And if you want some transformation, by gosh, you will certainly feel the effects of this beautiful collection. Kerry Addison, what is going on? So is there anyone here? And yeah, Laurie, reach out if you would like a conversation around it. We can have a conversation via Facebook Messenger. You can friend request me. Come and find my group called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom on Facebook, and come and join our oil community. Now, Nettie, you get back to those studies. If I'm on in the background, get out. What do you do with your study? Is anyone here studying? So I used to love coloured pencils, highlighters, underlining things. Kerry Addison, what have we got? Oh, we've got Jasmine. Jasmine, trusting, fearful. I trust myself. Expect the best and bless the present. So Jasmine's oil is a really sweet smelling, beautiful, high-powered oil. Have I got my jasmine here? Oh, no, I don't, but I do over on my other stand. But jasmine's really sweet, uplifting, beautiful oil. And the other card that popped out with this one was Sisters. So Sisters is about being restored from any shock. And every experience is a great teacher. So if something's come to you recently that's rocked your world, does this sound like what's happening for you, Laurie? First time, Christine. Lovely. I'll put your name down here. Christine Foot. And where do you hail from, Christine? All right, Laurie, what colour card have we got here? What colour is resonating for you at the moment? And we have Sapphire, regenerate your body. So are you looking after yourself? Are you listening to those messages of, hey, knock, knock, take care of myself? And it's interesting because you got two cards in this as well. So develop mental clarity, and it's purple. So some beautiful colors for you. So I feel like it's around about communication for you. A lot of communication going on. I'd love to have a closer conversation with you to really tune in on and see what is happening in your world, and a blend that will be beneficial for you. Develop mental clarity. Yes. Okay, let's see what this one is. And it's inner child. So the little child in you is feeling maybe fearful, maybe some shock. Something's kind of rocked your world somehow. Or maybe you're going through some sort of a physical recalibration is the word that's seems to be wanting to be spoken. And developing mental clarity. So, yeah, really, it's a time for you really to hone in and find the message in the inner child is, going back to that child that's fearless, that just embraces life with a freshness. Anyway, I hope that resonates with you, Laurie. Please let me know, and let me know if anyone wants to have a one-on-one. I offer complimentary clarity calls. We can talk about oils that we can get into your home so that you can be fully vibrant and alive. Right. Kerry Addison, you are next. I will go back to you, Kerry. And someone's gone, yes, please, and a love heart and a clap and a love heart face. So who is that, please? And Kerry, are you still here, darling? You know to stay. I think I've passed you. Where's your name, Kerry? Or is that Kerry Addison? Here we go. Yes, please, Kerry. Me, Christine. Christine who? I don't know. Oh, Christine Foot. Oh, that's interesting because anyway. All right, so we are going with Kerry Addison. Sorry, I get a little bit confused sometimes here. Kate Manning, how are you, darling? All right, we'll go with Kerry. Maroubra. Where's Maroubra, Christine? Never heard of that. So anyone on the Gold Coast, I will be coming up there in a few weeks, and I'd love to meet some of you. If you are on the Gold Coast, give me a yeah. So Kerry, Vevita, my heart's blossom with quiet assurance. Is it a time for you just to sit back and kind of smell the roses and just know that everything's okay in your world? Does that sound like you? So Vevita it's an oil that we use to help us bring our overactive minds into a state of, silence and peace and calm. It's an oil that is great for supporting a good night's sleep as well. It will calm an overactive mind. Sorry, I need to have a drink. And look, experience peace and calm. So this is what you're kind of looking for, and it's the same as the Vevita. The Vevita's being backed up by this. So in water, aqua. So is water something a peaceful place for you to enjoy? Do you go swimming or do you go by the beach, the ocean? You need to have water around you to help with your emotional wellness and give you that nice refreshing feeling that everything's all right in your world. Isn't nature very calming? It's quite an interesting thing. Replenishing ourselves out in nature is a beautiful thing. And a blend for you, Kerry, is live with passion. Enjoy your destiny and foster that beautiful attitude about life where you are passionate about everything you do so that you are fully immersed in it. So just relax and enjoy life is your message. And remember your divine connection to your inner self. Christine Foot, what the best thing for what is ENYGA? I don't know what that is. But yes, you can ask questions. But I'm not sure whether that's a typo. I'm not quite sure what that is, to be honest. So I have a group on Facebook. I might type it in. It's called, if I can, for those of you who are newbies, we do have a few of my lovely regulars. There's a group on Facebook, if I can get the spelling right, called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. So you can all come and find that on Facebook and come and join our oil group where I share lots of things about all our beautiful products with Young Living. All right, now where am I at to? Christine. Here we go, Christine. Christine Foot. Our energy, Carol, all right, I will address that in a minute. All of these oils are great for our energy, everyone, but I will speak to that in a minute. So, for you, Christine, self-respect and daring light the pathway to my heart. So it's a time for you to be really strong about the words about your rights, really strong, and stand your ground and respect your inner core. There may be a bit of shame hanging around or somebody that wants to project shame onto you. Let me know if that resonates with you. So bay laurel, good tree oil, nice, and the smell of the bay is like that, got that lovely pungent, rich smell. Great oil, or the bay leaves are great for putting in your cooking as well, and very empowering, strengthening. Orange, nurture yourself. It's time for you to be this. So when we look at the bay laurel, which is around self-respect or shame, and this one's around nurture yourself. So I get this sense that you really need to envelop yourself in that nurture. Immerse yourself. That's a better word for you. Immerse yourself in some self-nurture. And it's like there's some emotional turmoil there that needs releasing. All that orange energy, that fiery orange flame energy. It's time for you to really explore that. And the blend is white angelica, and that's the oil that we put on when we are going through separation and lawyers involved now. Okay. So that makes a lot more sense to me. So just take a snapshot in your mind, darling, of this beauty. Look at this. And this is you in the darkness going through all this kind of heavy stuff, but look at all this beautiful joy and those beautiful wings. So take a snapshot of that. Wearing and using orange will be good for you. And white angelica, this is a beautiful oil for, and actually even here, orange oil, some orange oil for your courage and your strength, and you to bring your sacred sense of yourself out is so important. And white angelica is just a stunning blend to give you that protection and to help you have these beautiful angel wings that wrap yourself around, that wrap themselves around you to give you that beautiful sense of security and protection. So I highly recommend, if you haven't got some oils, Christine, this is just such a great thing to be doing for yourself. And somebody said both beautiful oils. Absolutely. For a lot of people say, oh, these oils cost too much, rah, rah, rah. But for you can just start with one oil, just orange oil. That will help with your courage, your strength. It will bring the sunshine into your life. And it's amazing what one drop of oil could do for you, or even just a smell of the oils. But putting them on our body is then embodying that richness of the oils, and they're so compatible with our blood that they have beautiful therapeutic effects. And you will find that you will start shining from the inside to the outside. That is how these beautiful oils work. And I'm not talking about any oil like any essential oil. I'm actually talking about Young Living, and that is because these oils, they're organic, they're sustainably sourced. Many of them are grown on our own farms all around the world, or our partner farms, or our company only sources from companies that grow to our seed to seal expectation of, and to provide the most beautiful quality oil that you can get, the highest quality oil. And most people don't realize that you can go and get an essential oil that is pure is not always easy. And that's why I only work with Young Living, and I love to help people to get these oils into their home so that you have got the tools you need to turn things around and to stand in your courage and to make the changes that you need to make. So who's this lovely person? Morning. You must have talked about lemon balm yesterday. I dreamt about it. Who's that one? And it also said both beautiful oils. Lemon balm. Lemon balm is the other name for lemon balm is cistus, I think. I'm having a moment, one of those moments. Let me see, cistus, if I've got this correct. Cistus, awaken the senses, relaxing, quietening, great for meditation. Anyway, I'm having one of those moments with us. No, Melissa is lemon balm. Yes, thank you. So who's that commenting? Jean, you forgot to log in. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so yes, That's right. We did talk about lemon. No, we talked about lemon myrtle yesterday, but that's nice. I hope I was the angel in your dreams and not the not Dracula or something. Oh gosh, that's nice to know I'm infiltrating your beautiful dreams, Jean. So would you like a card, darling? And I'll do a quick reset if we have time. I will do some deep breaths and some releasing. We've been talking about releasing. So while we're talking about that, just take a breath and just release any tension. Notice in your body if you've got any tension in your body. And there's no point carrying that tension. Here we go, Jean. Let's see what we've got for you, darling. Have you written that list? I think I did speak to you this morning. Have you written that list of where you want to go and what you want to do? Grapefruit, optimistic and drained. I appreciate all that I have. Was that yours this recently, or did I could be thinking things or dreaming things? Time for you to find your even keel of optimism and move away from those feelings of being drained. And Jean, even our citrus oils are very, very friendly on the purse. So grey for you, learn to scan your body. So time for you to kind of tune into your body. So when they mean to scan your body, just close your eyes and work your way through your body. Now, if I were you, I would be doing that and giving myself some positive affirmations like, I appreciate all that I have. And tuning into your body and feeling where the emotions sit in your body. Where do they sit physically? And you might even be able to do some releasing of any tension that way. And the blend for you, lovely. Let's see what we have. And it's surrender. Beautiful. Accepting life as it is, accepting others as they are, surrender to one's higher purpose allows the abundance to flow. So there you are. Beautiful message for you. So I was looking for surrender, but of course I reached for the abundance. I think, no, that's trauma life. Gathering, I don't know where my surrender is, but here's the white angelica there. I spoke about that earlier. Now, who was it? Somebody asked about energy. So we have a blend called Energy, beautiful blend, which we rub it down the back of our neck here, and it will help you to kind of wake up and become vitalized and give yourself this beautiful energetic ability to keep on keeping on. Nutmeg on the adrenals, and lavender on the adrenals. That's for you, Carol. Okay, so blend called Energy. Peppermint is fantastic. I would be recommending things like lemon oil to help release the toxins and things in your liver. It's because when we're low in energy, we can be sluggish because we need to be getting into some cleansing. There's heaps of things you can do around that. This drink that I have, which comes in a sachet and in a bottle, is full of high antioxidants. It's a highly effective drink for your energy and good for all the organs in your body. Absolutely fabulous. So Carol, if you would like to know more, reach out, and I'd love to have a conversation with you and point you in the right direction. But remember that not all oils are made equally. So if I've spoken about an oil tonight, and you might go down to the shop and go, look, here's an oil, and it says, right, it's oh, look at this, it's got 100% pure on it. Well, most countries, or all the countries that I know of, they only expect you to put a very little bit of 100% pure oil in, and the rest can be synthetics, crazy additives, and all sorts of things. So I am going to ring my chime 3 times, and with each time I ring it, some of you will know because you have done this with me before, but let's just take a breath, and then we're going to release, and we're going to do that 3 times. So let's breathing in, and then just releasing any tension that you've got or anything that's not working for you in your life at the moment. Give it some release. And now another breath. Breathing in really deeply. And once again, blow the breath out. Get that breath moving in your body. And one more. And breathing out any tension and making sure that you are feeling totally reset and revitalized for your day, for those of you who are on the other side of the world. And for those of you who are unwinding and getting ready for bed, I hope you've got some beautiful oils that you can put on yourself so you have a really beautiful, nurturing sleep. And thank you very much for enjoying tonight's gathering and supporting me. And come and find me in Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom, or friend request me and reach out and let me know if you would like a conversation, or if you would like a full-on reading. Well, not a reading, a transformation session with color, essential oils, and affirmations every day, all the time. Good on you, Carol. Thanks for commenting. Take care. Bye.